My name is Jessica Martin, and I have been coming here for about the last year with my parents. And back in 2008, I thought I kind of had a plan for my life. I was a recent college graduate working as a registered nurse, and had married the guy that I kind of had big plans for the future with, and thought everything was great, thought we were happy. And 2 years into the marriage, got a phone call at work one day saying that he didn't love me anymore and that he had moved out and he wouldn't be there when I got home. So pretty much drove home from work feeling like my life was over, and I had made plans for the next 50, 60 years of my life based on where I was at that moment, and all of a sudden that was all over, and pretty much had to start over from scratch and didn't know where to start. I had spent my whole life calling myself a Christian, had gone to church with my parents for a while, went to a Christian college, definitely would have called myself a Christian at that point in my life, and it really wasn't until that point where I was newly separated and divorced that I realized I wasn't a Christian. I wasn't living my life for God. I was living my life, making my own plans, and it wasn't until my plans were gone that I kind of started opening up my heart to God and letting Him show me the direction He wanted me to move in, and allowed Him to kind of work and show me which way to go, what He wanted my life to look like for the future. In the initial weeks after my husband had left, really was kind of struggling, not doing so well, and was driving home from work one night, flipping through radio stations, and came across a Christian station and started listening to it, and reached out to some friends from college and asked them for them to pray for me, and also just for some words of wisdom, and reached out to my parents and asked them if I could start coming to church with them here at Cocalico, and just started praying. Didn't really know how to pray, what the right way is to pray, so just kind of would say, God, give me strength, and God, lead me. And just, I think initially found that just simply saying those words, the thoughts that were racing through my head would kind of quiet, and I was able to sleep for the first time in weeks, and just really kind of felt a little different. Couldn't really describe it, just was feeling a little bit of strength, and just kept growing, reaching out to people, coming to church on a more regular basis as my schedule permitted, and continued praying, praying more for guidance, direction, and definitely had a couple really eye-opening experiences where I know that that was God showing me the new path for my life, the new plan, where He wanted me to be in the future. Okay, I'll give an example. I went to a concert with my friends from college, and wasn't really interested in the main act, and we were walking into the building where the concert was going to be held, and I physically walked right into Chris August. And Chris August's song Starry Night was one of the songs from way back in the beginning that kind of held me together. Driving home in the middle of the night looking up at the stars, it's always been a special thing for me, and hearing his song about you know, how God created the stars, and you know how God is so important to Him, meeting Him, talking to Him. I went to bed that night shaking, and I just thought, you know, yeah, this is where God wants me to be. God put me in this place to meet this man who helped me a year and a half ago. There have been lots of little things like that where I just know I'm at the right place at the right time, and this is where God wants me to be, and you know, that I'm doing the right thing now. I wasn't doing the right thing in the past, but I'm where He wants me to be now.
Every starry night, that was His design. I'm giving my life to the only Son who was and is and yet to come. Let the praises ring.